Namaskar. What we have done so far, maybe today and tomorrow also we will look at Bhagavad Gita, but we will not be able to reach anywhere. Depends on the taste and the people. We will extend it further. So the beginning was Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre.
Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre
Samaveta Yuyutsavaham.
Samaveta Yutsava.
When I sing this or chant, when you must understand the meaning. Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre. The Kshetra, which is Dharma Kshetram. That is the Kurukshetram, which is approximately 5 hours journey from Delhi by road today. True north, exactly north. The road which leads to Hamirpur and such places. So when that Kshetram, which is supposed to be Dharma Kshetram, Samaveta Yutsavaha, joining together with a lot of happiness. Utsavam is happiness. So when you sing, don't just sing without understanding the meaning. When you understand the meaning, you feel, yeah, I am going to, you have to go. I am going to Kurukshetra. You also have to come to Kurukshetra. How should you go? Jointly we should go. Samaveta. Everybody joins together. Having gathered together, we are in Kurukshetra. With full happiness. Yuyutsavaha. See, that is where you understand. At that time when I was telling this, I did not tell this because we did not begin the Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Dhritarashtra is telling people are gathered together with happiness. Yuyutsavaha. And the title of the chapter is Arjuna Vishada Yoga. How can you be happy when you don't know what to decide? So when you look at second chapter, when Arjuna says he was unhappy, you must see how Dhritarashtra described the war field. He described the war field as Samaveta Yuyutsavaha. That war field is where the best fighter, Arjuna, was feeling unhappy. Are you able to understand the difference? The conceptually, the blind man feels everybody is happy. That is what is the blindness. That is how you should understand the inner meaning of the poetry. Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yuyutsavaha Mamaka Pandavaschaiva Kim Kurvada Sanjaya. But then the consequence is not known to everyone. But the Vidhada is the person who writes the poetry here, Vyasa. He knows. Therefore, he already told this has to be your opinion. That's why Sanjaya is able to say, Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno, Yatra Partho Dhanurdhara, Tatra Srir Vijayo Bhudir Dhruva Nidir Matir Mamaha. It is my opinion. So when you chant this, you must feel the first stanza. When you chant, you must feel that I am the Dhritarashtra who is asking in full happiness. Next, Sanjaya should feel that I am. So when Asha Devi was singing that Kannada song, I always look for the lyrics and the meaning inside that. So when you don't know that the flowers are putting onto the Shiva head, the meaning is not there, your hand will go over. When you sing, you should put the flower on the head of yourself or the Shiva's Shivalinga. So look at the meaning. That looks so beautiful sometimes. This song I heard, that's why I was able to, because I also learned Kannada in the classroom, so this was a folk song which was generally sung by many people. The Lingayats, the Shaivates are more in Karnataka. So my professor was a Lingayat. So generally there used to be a lot of Shiva Puja happening. Right? Is one of the folk song which has got, most of the folk songs has got a variety of versions. Karnataka is a place where probably the maximum number of songs, Kannada and Telugu, there was no difference once upon a time. That's why most of the people close to maybe Anandapur and all, they speak both Kannada and Telugu mixed. And similarly, like Kanyakumari, we have Tamil and Malayalam, or Palakkad, we have Tamil and Malayalam. So all that stretch of Western Ghats was full of forest. So most of the Shaiva Bhaktas were part of that. It goes from Tenali to probably to Kanyakumari. That is where most of the folk songs of Shiva came. When you go down to the cliff, when you get a terrain common, that is where Krishna Bhaktas are more. So there is a lot of geography related learning which goes into when you look at the song. So similarly here, Kurukshetra, immediately you must go physically in Kurukshetra. Dharmakshetre, Kurukshetre. So you must reach Kurukshetra. The plot is when you, it's like a kahani, it's like a story, it's like a drama. So you must reach into that place. Visualize. Visualization makes things very clear. Right? So Dharmakshetre, Kurukshetre. Reach there in the Dharmakshetra, which is Kurukshetra. So don't just repeat by tongue. It becomes mechanical. Understand the meaning, get into the heart. Vacha stuti. The stuti should come in the vacha, words. Hridi dhyanam. In Hridayam there has to be dhyanam. Dhyanam is Shraddha. Bhagavan Krishnan will tell in Bhagavad Gita later. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. Only people with Shraddha will get jnanam. What is the purpose of sound without jnanam? Where can you have Shraddha when you don't understand? Understanding requires Shraddha. Shraddha is becoming more and more when you have more understanding. So that's the beauty. Right? So, Dharmakshetre, Kurukshetre.
Dharmakshetre, Kurukshetre.
You are there, not in your different places. All of us are there in Kurukshetra. Samaveta Yuyutsavaham.
Samaveta Yuyutsava. Yuyutsava.
Yuyutsavaha. Utsavam. Utsavam is festival.
Yuyutsavaha.
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 So what is Utsavam for a singer? Singing competition. What is Utsavam for a fighter? Fighting competition. What is Utsavam for a footballer? Going to the football ground. Got it? What is Utsavam for a teacher? Going to the class. That is with happiness. Otherwise you cannot do the job. Samaveta Yuyutsavaham.
Samaveta Yuyutsavaha.
Mamaka Pandavaschaiva.
Mamaka Pandavaschaiva.
Kim Kurvada Sanjaya.
Kim Kurvata Sanjaya.
So the answer is 18th chapter, 78th sloka, which is Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. The first chapter is Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Vishadam is violence. Vishadam is violence. When people become sad, there is a big violence in their manas and the buddhi. What is Moksha Sannyasa Yoga? It is the yoga of silence. Sandhya asked a question. Meditation. So what is violence to silence is meditation. That is why Bhagavad Gita is called the yoga with the different steps in yoga. Ashtanga yoga is 8 steps. Bhagavad Gita is a big yoga, taking you from violence to silence. Everybody has violence in their manas. Manas is always violence. Manas is like a sea, it's like a wave. In horoscope, astrology, Manas is called, Manakaragan is moon, because moon creates lot of waves in the sea. Similarly, our Manas creates lot of waves in us. It's always turbulence, disturbance. That disturbed Manas has to become silent. When it will become silent? Moksham. Moksham is happiness. Moksha sannyasam. Sannyasam is without any attachment, without any bondage. Over attachment, without any bondage. Everybody has attachment. I am attached to my body. Right? The bondage is not there. So without the bondage, being happy. That state is the state of meditation. Samadhi. Because I am not even bounded to my body when I am in meditation. In Samadhi, Samadhi is equal to death. Not a permanent death. You can wake up after that. So it's a temporary sleep. That temporary sleep, only your digestion will work and respiratory system will work. Manas will not work, buddhi will not work. So therefore there are no conflicts, no confusion. You are in deep sleep. But you are conscious about your consciousness. Therefore somebody can ask a question, I can answer. That is what is Samadhi. Samadhi is not without life. When I am driving, I am in Samadhi. I enjoy driving. When I am making dosha, anybody can ask question. Without a disturbance, I can do my job. While walking, I can. In sleep, it will not come. That is the difference between sleep and Samadhi. Samadhi, your Atma is active. Therefore, your Indriyas will consult the Atma without the Buddhi and the Manas. So, no conflict. That state is where action is possible with the Atma. Who does action in Bhagavad Gita? Arjuna. Who is Atma? Krishna. That is what the answer in the 18th chapter. That is why it is called Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. So it's a Samadhi state where beautifully Sanjaya gives an explanation of Samadhi. I cannot call it as meditation because meditation doesn't understand. The meaning will not come. But colloquially in English translation, we don't have any other word. So we have to use the word meditation. Otherwise meditation is not Samadhi. Meditation is being sold by people like tablets. For every disease, meditation. I go to meditation, I got relieved. How many hours? 20 minutes. I will start now and 10 minutes I will meditate. Stupid, if somebody can find the time in meditation, it's not meditation. You lose the tag of time and space. That is what is meditation. So how can you say that 10 minutes I will meditate and come back? Is it like driving or exercising or what? So meditation is not a medicine. Meditation is a state of affair when you are in silence. So I can take you up to dharana. Dhyanam is also not possible. I can take you to dharana, concentration. Once you get concentrated, now assume I am talking and you are able to get concentration because I am that active. It comes spontaneously. It comes from my manas. I wish it reaches into your manas. Up to that I can do. Whether you do dhyanam in that. I can tell you we are going to Delhi. From Delhi you have to go another 5 kilometers. I am going. That is where Kurukshetra is. Because I know the physical map, I know the place, so I am telling you. Whether you are coming with me or not is in your hand. So I am giving you the dharana, but dhyanam is in your hand. After dhanam is meditation. How can somebody guide you to meditation? I am a Himalayan meditation master. My tradition is Swami Rama, Swami Vedabharati. But I have never taught anybody meditation so far. Because nobody can teach meditation. I can only take you to dharana, then leave you there. When you go, I can only hold 2 hands to make my son to walk. Walking is not done by me. I can only guide him to walk. I cannot tell him I made him to walk. No, he made himself to walk. I guide him to walk. That's it. So that guidance is up to dharana. This is terribly mistaken subject. That is why Indian is not very good in the rank of wellness, because we keep selling before we know. You hear somewhere, immediately I will start teaching. No, it needs lot of understanding, get into that. That is why many people keep selling. This is not that easily sellable. It is not easily. We had a Guru, Swami Vedabharati, we wanted to call all the great meditation masters of India and test them with an electroencephalograph to test whether they know real meditation or not. There is an electroencephalograph which can check whether your buddhi is working or not. So when you say that I am meditating, put the machine there and check whether his brain is not moving. And I said, no Swamiji, nobody will be ready here because all are masters. They wanted to sell their product without their doing. It's very difficult. I have been put under an electroencephalograph to test. Ask questions, I can answer. So meditation is not closing eyes. Meditation is opening eyes and being active in your life. Meditation in action. That is what is to be done. I remember one Sapna George from Muscat interviewing me when I was conducting a conference in meditation in action in 2009 in Rishikesh. I was interviewed by her. Beautiful article was written. So that state in which action is mixed with your Atma without confusion. There you will get a Sri, happiness, victory, prosperity, rightfulness, righteousness, enjoyment, everything you will get. That is why moksham. Moksham is not when you have daridryam. In daridryam, how can you have moksham, happiness? So you must be happily prosperous. You must be victorious. A failure people cannot do meditation. When you are victory, you can do meditation. Therefore, because you failed in exam, I wanted to pass in exam, do meditation. Not possible. Exactly if you interpret this, that is why when Sandhya asked that question, that is there in my mind. That is why when I am explaining this, I am explaining this sloka in a different style. First time in my life. Action plus meditation together. Action plus Atma together. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno.
Yatra Yogeshwaro Krishno.
Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha.
Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha.
Tatra Srir Vijayo Bhudir.
Tatra Sri
Vijayor Bhutir.
Dhruva Nitir Madir Mamaha. Now, are you able to appreciate? Why should I pray some other God before chanting this? This itself is the greatest prayer which I have. Let me have that ability to be in Samadhi state and do my job in full happiness. And that state is what is Sanjaya is telling. In such place, what will be there? Success will be there. That's what Sanjaya says. Now, second chapter, who is requiring this? All of us. Because Arjuna was also like this. Karpanya doshopa hataswabhava.
Karpanya dosho hatasvabhava.
Prichhami tvam dharma sammudha cheta. Seventh sloka. Second chapter, seventh sloka. Prichhami tvam dharma sammudha cheta.
Sir, please, short phrases.
Yat sreyasya nishchitam bruhi tanme.
यच्चेयात्
स्यान् निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे
ब्रूहि तन्मे
ब्रूहि तन्मे
शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधिमां त्वं प्रपन्नम् So this is where the sad state of Arjuna. So from that to reach into higher, what is to be done? The manas and the buddhi has to become Atma. Now you understood the context why I took that sloka like that. To reach that moksha, what is to be done? Uddhared atmanatmanam, 6th chapter, 5th sloka. Uddhared atmanatmanam.
उद्धरेणात्मनात्मनं
Na atmanam avasadhayet.
न आत्मानं नवसादयेत्
Atmaiva hyatmano bandhu.
आत्मैव आत्मनो बन्धु
Atmaiva ripuratmanaham.
आत्मैव विदुरात्मा
Both enemy and friend is my own manas. Now, 2nd chapter 11th sloka, where actual Bhagavad Gita starts by Bhagavan. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha
श्री भगवान् उवाच
Ashochananyashocastvam Prajnavatamscha bhashase Gadasuna gadasumscha Nanu shochanti panditaham. The last Bhagavad Gita message by Bhagavan, 18th chapter, 66th sloka, also says, don't be sad. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vrajam. This is what is meditation. Sarva dharman parityajya. All your bondages. Don't be two people. Group meditation. My and my wife were meditating together. I don't understand here. How can in meditation you be with your wife? I cannot meditate even with my guru. Meditation you are alone. Not you are alone. Your indriyas are also not with you. Forget about it. Your own body is not with you. So how can you have somebody in meditation? How can you have group meditation? Best seller Swami. I don't say big Swami, great Swami. He does massive meditation. 1 lakh people attended my meditation. How does it matter whether one person attend or 1 lakh person attend? You yourself should not be part of your meditation. You is not there. You left your body. Then only meditation comes. That is what here it says. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vrajam. So while in samadhi we all go to Bhagavan. We surrender ourselves to Bhagavan. Aham tva sarva pabebhyo mokshayishyami ma shucham. Then I will give you moksha. Moksha is happiness. I will give you happiness. When you have two people together, happiness will not be there. You have to be alone. Then you will enjoy. Our all trouble is somebody is there with us. That's our trouble. That's why I love my daughter. When daughter is slightly late, tension starts. If you are alone, that will not be there. Because you have wife, because you have daughter, because you have somebody else. See, when we go to Kailash, there is a small door which you have to cross. That is called the Yamadwar. So I crossed my Yamadwar. Once I cross Yamadwar, even husband, wife, father, daughter, everybody travels together to Kailash. They will not wait for anybody. They will go by themselves. Because at the time of death, after the death, who waits for whom? So that's the concept of crossing Yamadwar and going for Kailash trip. Maybe you are so tired, your sister is closely with you. No, you don't care. You be tired, I am also tired. Don't worry. You take care of yourself, I will take care of myself. That's why all of us will be alone. Even if you have 10 people walking together after Yamadwar, nobody will be there with you. You will be alone. In such a travel only you will reach that place. That's a beautiful experience. So this is like this. Then you are into moksha. Now assume that you have somebody else with you, then you are not in moksha. Where you have to reach, my karma has to attach with my Bhagavan. That is why all the dharma can be left. So is it not Sarva Dharman Parityajya is equivalent to Ashocha Anyashochastvam? That's how we related to both. And then we reached into second chapter where lot of bondages with body and manas which stops us not to get to moksha. What are the slokas we have seen? Dehi nosmin 11th sloka or 12th, 13th sloka we did, I think. Correct? I think we did 13th sloka first. Yeah, Dehi nosmin yatha dehe
यथा देहि
देहिनोऽस्मिन् यथा देहे
Kaumaram yauvanam jaram
कौमारं यौवनं जरा
Tatha dehandara prapti
तथा
देहान्तरप्राप्ति
Dhiras tatra namuhyati. I think then we did the 16th sloka. Nasato vidyate bhavo na bhavo vidyate sadaha ubhayorabi drushtvandaha tvanayus tattvadarshibhihi. Then which one we did? Yeah, which one was that sloka?
23.
Before that we did 22nd also, no?
Yes.
Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grihnati naroparani tatha sharirani vihaya jirnani anyani samyadi navani dehi. Then 23rd also we did. Nainam chindandi shastrani nainam dahati pavakaham na chainam klandayodhyopyo na chainam kledayandyapo apam kledayandyapo na shoshayati marutaham. Then which one we did? 47. The most famous, right? Is it the most famous? Yeah. Which is that? Karmanye vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadhachanam ma karma phalaheturbhu mate sangostva karmani. Then which one? That's all what we did?
54.
Yeah. Sthita prajnasya ka bhasha
स्थितप्रज्ञस्य
समाधिस्तस्य केशव स्थितधि किं प्रभाषेत
स्थितति किं प्रभाषेत
किमासीत व्रजेत किम्. Now you understood the Arjuna is in the state of the modern people who are asking for meditation classes. How to pretend that I am a meditator. Sthidaprajnasya ka bhasha, how he will speak, how he will walk. Samadhistasya keshava, I don't want to get into samadhi. How do a samadhi person will speak? I want to speak like that. I want to work like that. I want to act like that. I want to talk like that. You understood? This is the state. First chapter, second chapter, beginning. But 18 chapters when you study, don't ask this question. So you know who are the people who are selling meditation. They have not read Bhagavad Gita like this, the way we are reading now. Got it? Sthita prajnasya ka bhasha. Samadhistasya keshavaha. Keshava. Sthitadi kim prabhasheta. Kimasita vrajeta kim. See, then Bhagavan did not give a direct answer. He said, Moksham is the way. How to get into Moksham? How to get into Sthita Prajna? Dukkheshu anudiknamana. Sukheshu vigataspruha. Vida raga bhaya krodha. Stitatir muniruchyate. Yeah. So I think this is what we did. Now there are maybe one set of sloka. We have to call it a set of sloka, 62 and 63, which is also a practical lesson for how to get to this state. Some bird is also attending. Very good. So 62 and 63. Dhayato dhyayato vishayan pumsa. Dhyayato vishayan pumsa. Sangasteshu upajayate. Sangat samjayate kama. Sangat samjayate kama. Kamat krodho bijayate. Krodhat bhavati sammohaha. Sammohaha. Krodhat bhavati sammohaha. Sammohat smriti vibhramaha. Smriti bhramshat buddhinasho. Buddhi nashat pranashyati. Buddhi nashat pranashyati. If your buddhi is lost, that is your end. You are lost. You are useless. Fully you are destroyed if your buddhi doesn't work. How does the buddhi goes? Smriti bhramshat buddhi nasho. When do your buddhi will become inactive? Smriti bhramsham. Smriti is past things. The smriti, my old memory. So my memory is lost, buddhi is lost. I cannot relate somebody as so and so, so and so. If I am not able to identify a person whom I have seen, worked with together, tomorrow I am seeing Rudradeva, I don't know you. Who are you? When I ask, what happened? Your buddhi is not working or not? Yeah, my buddhi is lost. Why my buddhi is lost? Because my smriti is gone. Smriti Bramsham. Bramsham is confusion. Yeah, I remember somewhere I have seen. So that person you have to call Smriti Bramsham. You are not sure that the person is this person. You are not able to identify. How does it happen? Sammohat. You have moham. I wanted to know him. That is why I am trying to guess who is that fellow. So that sammoham is, but I am not able to get. Sammohat smriti vibhramaha. Vibhramam will come. Confusion will be there. Yeah, what is his name? I don't remember. Why? There is no point in remembering somebody's name if you don't know him. What is the point in remembering his name? If he is a close friend of you, you must remember, right? Otherwise, why do you want to remember? So, how does it happen? When you get angry, vibhramam will come. That is why when somebody scolds, you are telling, your father is telling, you must listen. So, we know that person is getting angry, he don't recognize that I am his father or her father. Otherwise, the child knows this is the father. Why should I tell? Father is telling you. I am telling you. Some boss will tell. No, I am telling you, you should listen. We know that this is the boss. This is the director, I know. So why director should? Director is telling. It means what? His buddhi is in Brahmsham. Therefore, your buddhi is also in Brahmsham. You think that this fellow doesn't have buddhi. Why I think the other fellow doesn't have buddhi? Because my buddhi is not working. This is a practical knowledge. This is what happens. Why is it happening? And how can you come out of it is what the Bhagavad Gita is. That is what the problem. Dhyayato vishayan pumsa.
Dhyayato vishayam pumsa.
What will happen if you are a person who wanted to get into the real dhyanam? In Vishayam, your dhyanam should not be there. Vishayam is materialistic world. When you think about the materialistic world around you, Vishayam means what is the materialistic world around you? That is called Vishayam. Dhyayato, if you think about that, Vishayan Pumsa, think about what are all the materialistic world around you. Vishayan Dhyayataha Pumsaha. Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsa. If you keep thinking about the materialistic world around you, if you think about the materialistic world around you, if you think about to everybody around you, that's what I told. When the daughter is out of your house, you start thinking why they are late, why they are late, why they are late, because your buddhi is working, your materialistic world is around, you know where they have gone, why they are not coming, what could have happened, you get tensed. The different vishayas are there around. Materialistic world around you, not the good world, not savidya, avidya, your knowledge about the world, not your wisdom knowledge. Your wisdom knowledge will give you moksha, but not the wisdom knowledge. Sangasteshu pajayate. So sangam. Sangam is what? Joining together. Your preeti, your combination on bondage will start developing. The bondage is what is creating problem, because you are materialistically connected to the outer world. You are not inside you. You are always thinking about outside. Your sangam, your bondage, your over attachment will come to whatever is outside you. Then that sangam, sangat samjayate kamaha.
Sangat samjayate kamaha.
Therefore, you will have desire. Whatever is outside the world, that will create a desire inside you. Kamat krodho bijayate.
Kamat krodho bijayate.
That kamam is your desire your attachment, your closeness is what is creating krodham in you. Now, so far the daughter did not reach home, you had tension. Sammoham came. And then, as soon as she comes, what will you say? Krodham will come.
Anger.
Anger will come. Correct? So, why anger is coming? Because you are in sad mood. The sad mood is what is reflecting as anger. The sad mood is because of your attachment to the other activities around. What a beautiful sloka is this. This is what generally we quote when somebody comes for counseling. These are all the problems. So what is to be done? That is where Bhagavan said, no bondage, no bondage, no bondage. This can be for many things. Not necessarily daughter coming late, wife is missing, husband is not reaching home. All that need not be. I want to get a chai morning. The chai is not there. My manas will be around the tea because I am visualizing chai. And chai did not come. Or maybe I am visualizing tea in a very specific style. That specific style tea did not come. Finished. That sangam with chai, the attachment to tea, is what is creating my kamam, my desire for that tea, will create krodham in me. And when I get krodham, I will lose all my buddhi. And without buddhi, I will keep scolding someone. That can happen. So, any small desire is good enough to create trouble in us. Dhyayato vishayan pumsa
Dhyayato Vishayam
Sangasteshu upajayate Sangat samjayate kama
Sanjayate Kama
Kamat krodho vijayate
Kamam Krodho Vijayate
Krodhat bhavati sammohaha
Lokat Bhavati Sammohaha
Sammohat smriti vibhramaha
Sammohat
Smriti bhramshat buddhinasho Buddhinashat pranashyati. See, all these second chapter slokas has got relation to many other chapters. So the same thing will come in fourth chapter, third chapter, 18th chapter. 18th chapter, Bhagavan is asking, or did the sammoha is gone or what? There is a beautiful question by Krishna. That could be the last sloka. Though I said 66 is the last Gita, after telling that, Bhagavan has to ask whether this sammoha which you had is lost or not. Whether you are get rid of that sammoha. That is 72nd sloka, 18th chapter. Kachide srutam partha. Having heard this partha,
Kritam Partha
tvayekagrena chetasa. With all the concentration, having heard this, kachidatnana sammoha.
Kachitatnana Sammoha.
Did your atnanam and sammoha has gone? See the question? Because I finished talking, now whatever this problem I told you in the second chapter, I wanted to make sure it is cleared. That is why second chapter is connected to many other chapters. Pranashtasthe Dhananjaya. Hey Dhananjaya, did your Vyamoham, the unwanted moham, is lost or not? Did you get clear about all that? So, did you reach that level of surrendering to me? That question is what Bhagavan is asking. See the connection. This is how you should connect and learn. Right? So, what will happen? All these lectures, Sankhya Yogam is like a theory class. But theory class The sammoham is because Arjuna said, I am seeing my relatives, I am getting attached to them, I cannot fight with them. All that is told, but then that is not, this is not a theoretical lecture, this is a skill development program. Arjuna has to fight, his skill has to be shown. So, the next chapter, third chapter, Karma Yoga. So, what is that Karma Yoga? Starts with, you told all this, Dr. Krishnan, you gave me a beautiful lecture. You are a PhD in Dharma Shastram, you can give me lectures. Because in earlier Janma, you are Rama, and Rama got the Dharma Shastram from Vasishta. You know how to counsel people, you are a doctor psychotherapist. But that doesn't work. If I have to work, I must get a beautiful answer. I am confused, that you told. You also know that I am confused. Because my buddhi is not working. When buddhi is not working, you give lecture, who will realize it? So, I am not able to understand all Sankhya Yogam, the first, second chapter which you give. All the slokas are not useful for me. Krishna, sorry, I did not understand anything. So, you don't have to worry, I don't have to worry. If Krishna told directly to Arjuna, Arjuna did not understand. Why should Dr. TPS and all of us here together should worry that I did not understand second chapter? No problem. Correct? But still we will go to third chapter, because that is how Arjuna also went to third chapter. So how did Arjuna start at third chapter? That is where Arjuna starts third chapter. Earlier second chapter was not started by Arjuna, right? Second chapter who started? First chapter Sanjaya. Second chapter Sanjaya. Okay. So here third chapter, now Arjuna became a student. He wanted to ask questions. So third chapter onwards, question should come. So what is the question? Jayasi chet karmanaste mata buddhir janardhana tatkim karmani ghore mam niyojayasi keshavaha vyamisreneva vakyena buddhim mohayasi vame tadekam vada nischitya yenasreyohamapyunam. It goes like this. So two stanzas only, right? Jayasi chet karmanaste mada buddhir janardana tatkim karmani gore mam niyojayasi keshavaha. I did not understand anything. I don't know what is to be done. Now you tell me my karma. What action I am supposed to do. Whether action is more important or jnanam is more important. If you consider knowledge is more important, then my lecture is good enough. I don't have to fight. But do you agree that action is more important? If action is important, then why did you give me second chapter lecture? Understood? So I am confused. So what is the answer for all this? Action is important, but without knowledge, action becomes waste. You must know what for you are doing it. If you don't do, what will happen? This discriminative power you should have. Otherwise, every action which you do becomes useless, waste. You get tensed, but your children don't know you are getting tensed because of what? Therefore, when you scold, the result will be only, yeah, father scolded me. That only they will understand. So, the knowledge is not given, action will become waste. Action has to be supported. So, that is why we know, Karagre, Vasate, Lakshmi. Lakshmi is here. Karamadhye Saraswati. Knowledge has to be just behind that. Otherwise, your action with money, only action will come with money. So, action, Lakshmi, her husband, Vishnu, action, Lakshmi, money, that will become worthwhile, useful only when Saraswati is behind. Knowledge is must. So, here Arjuna is asking, hey Janardana, karma is important, jnanam is important. Which is important? Jayasi chet karmanaste. You decide which is important. Hey Keshava, you decide. Why are you giving me this job if you think knowledge is more important? Now, that is why next chapter Karma Yoga. First, logical reasoning and Jnana Yoga. But then Bhagavan says, Jnanam is important, but more important is Karma. I got some knowledge from my Guru. If I don't part it with somebody else in my life and I die, actually I am doing a great papa to my Gurus who has given me something. So this is my job. I have to do this. That is my karma. So this karma is part of our Jnanam. If Jnanam is not there, if I do karma, I mislead a lot of people. So don't do karma without the backing of Jnana. What a great message is this, you see. Jayasi chet karma naste.
Jayasi chet karmanaste.
Mata buddhir janardhanam.
Mata buddhir janardhanam.
Tatkim karmani ghore mam.
Tatkim karmani ghore mam.
Niyo jayasi keshavaha.
Yo jayasi keshava.
Keshava.
Why Keshava you are sending me to Tatkim karmani ghore mam? That terrible job of doing action. Why are you sending me? If Jnana is important, why are you sending me for this job? That is what he is asking. Because second chapter was Jnanam. If Jnanam is important, why are you asking me to fight? That's what he is asking. Vyamisreneva vakyena
Vyamisreneva vakyena
buddhim mohayasiva me.
Buddhim
buddhim mohayasiva me.
Tadekam vada nischitya
Tadekam vada nischitya
ena sreyohamapyunam
Ena
Yena
shreyo
shreyo apnuyam.
tat ekam nischitya vadaha. You decide which is correct. Tat ekam. That alone. Nischitya vadaha. Decide that this is important and tell me only that. Don't confuse me. What should not be done? Buddhim mohayasiva me. Don't create moham, trouble in my buddhi, telling that this is correct, that is correct. Don't tell me too many things and confuse me. Yeah? Tell me one thing. Simple. One answer. Short answer question is better than essay. Don't ask me too many options, don't give me. Okay, don't ask me right or wrong. Tell me this is what is to be done, this is right. Okay, so I am getting confused. Vyamisrenam. Misram is happening. Confusion is happening. Misram happens means you are mixing too many things. Yeah. Check. Vyamisreneva vakyena. How are you mixing with a lot of vakyam? Nice words you are telling. And all the nice words is like mixing it together. Like masala. I don't want garam masala. I want separate masala. I will add. Tell me which is what. I am not able to find out in garam masala which is the actual taste is coming. Buddhim mohayasiva me. I am totally confused. Moham is coming. My buddhi is confused with your words. One chapter itself he is confused. Now another, Arjuna doesn't know that Krishna is going to give another 17 chapters. Vyamisreneva vakyena
Vyamisreneva vakyena
buddhim mohayasiva me.
Buddhim
mohayasiva me.
Tadekam vada nischitya
Tategam
Tadekam vada nischitya
ena sreyohamapyunam.
Yena
Yena shreyo namaptunam.
See, I can start with the third chapter also. And then tell that, see, this will tell you in second chapter Krishna confused him. Now we can go back to second chapter and say, what are all the confusions he made? That's why I told you each chapter is independent. It's like each one flower in the plant. Every flower is independent, correct? So So you can pluck any flower and then smell it and see, yeah, immediately you will feel, let me taste the other flower also. Like that, this flower is also beautiful, this chapter is also beautiful, but immediately you will get connected to the second chapter. Because here Arjuna says, you confused me with a lot of knowledge. So immediately we want to know which is that knowledge which made Arjuna confused. Let me look at it. That is another method of reading. I actually started reading from Karma Yoga, this chapter. Then I went back to second chapter to see where is this confusion. Then we got really confused to come back to third chapter again. That's why Bhagavad Gita has to be no flip and flop, like football playing. You will not do only one kick, back, front, everything has to be tried. Now what is the answer Bhagavan says? Bhagavan is also Chalu number one. He wanted to keep Arjuna for longer lecture. A good guru is one who wants this Shishya not to be disclosed everything and say tata bye bye. Want to take them throughout life. So everything cannot be given. So here also it happens. What Bhagavan says? Sri Bhagavanu Vacha.
Sri Bhagavanu Vacha.
Logesmin Divida Nishtham. Pura Prokta Maya Nakham. Nana Yogena Sankhyanam. Karma Yogena Yoginam.
Karma Yoginam.
Sri Bhagavanu Vacha Logesmin Divida Nishtha. Everybody in this world get two types of knowledge. Two types of nishtha. Nishtha is practice. Two types of nishthas are there. What are the nishtha? Jnana Yogam and Karma Yoga. Arjuna is asking, please tell me what is correct. Again Krishna started long lecture. He is a professor, not an associate professor, not a lecturer, not a teacher. So professor will keep on professing. Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam.
Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam.
Those who are interested in knowledge, for them knowledge is important. Which karma is good is what is the question. You want to be a teacher? Then knowledge is must. Karma Yogena Yoginam.
Karma Yogena Yoginam.
You want to be a skilled person? Then skill is important. Karma is important. So you decide what is important for you. Pura Prokta Mayanakha. Prokta. It is not Bhagavan is telling. See, whenever there is something which Arjuna clearly asks, tell me this or that, immediately you know what Krishna does? He will tell you, that is how those people told. Not me. There are a lot of great people told this. That you should listen. As if I don't own anything, it is they told like that. Right? Prokta. Prokta means that is how it was told. Prokta. Pura Prokta. The old traditional knowledge is like that. Pura Prokta Mayanakha. A Mayanakha. Who is Mayanakan? Without Maya, without Papa, without any Papa. You are a Mayanaka. One name for Arjuna. That's it. A clean man. My good boy. Like that. Hey Mayanaka. Mayanaka. Hey Paparihita. Without Papa, you understand. This is how old people told. Lokesmin Divita Nishtham.
Lokesmin Divita Nishta.
Pura Prokta Mayanakham.
Pura
Pura
Prokta
Prokta Mayanaga.
Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam.
Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam.
Karma Yogena Yoginam.
Karma
Yogena Yoginam.
Good enough? You can go like this. Na karmana manarambha neshkarmyam purushosnude na cha sanyasana deva siddhim samadhigaschade nahi gaschit chanamapi jadu dishtatya karma krit karyate hyavashish karma sarva prakriti jair gunai. Nobody stays without karma in this world every time. So why are you asking whether I should do karma or not? Will you be able to be here in this world without karma? Karma is not action with the hand and the body and the indriyas. Your thinking itself is a karma. Jnana yogam itself is a karma. Jnana yogi is a karma yogi. His brain is working. Any part of indriya is working, that is good enough. Is it possible my buddhi works without seeing? No. Vakmana, vak word comes from mana. Each word comes from me from the manas. Vak, mana, chakshu, srotra, grana, jihvaredo, buddhyagridi, sankalpa me shuddhyanta. My whole indriyas has to be clean. Then only I will get good words. My indriya is not clean. Whatever comes to my manas will not be clean. If manas is not clean, whatever comes out of my manas, the words will become not clean. Is it not every knowledge is a karma?
Yes.
So why Arjuna is asking? Because he did not understand. That is what is in the Smriti Bhramsham for him. He is not able to recognize. Why he is in Smriti Bhramsham? Because he find everybody who is gathered in the war field is close relative of mine, I cannot fight. So he became Sammohaha. When Sammoham is there, he gets angry. Therefore he became tired. He says, I cannot fight. So your distinction of these two are not there. With the full dhyanam, you do action with the full knowledge. Action and knowledge is not separate. They are inseparable. You have more knowledge, your action will become more and more purified. That is what Bhagavan is going to tell him in the Karma Yoga. Again, he will connect it to Jnana Yoga. Therefore, in Bhagavad Gita, after some time, Jnana Yoga will come. Then Sannyasa Jnana Yoga will come. Jnana Sannyasa Yoga will come. Then Raja Yoga will come. How to become a kingly feeling, prestigious, diplomatic way of dealing things. Knowledge alone is not good enough. Diplomatic way of dealing. So this is actually a great grantham for making perfection in our action. But if you are with the people who are all don't understand this, whatever you do will become different. You will become unacceptable to most of the people. So this is why the world has to be changed in this time. That is what Bhagavan is trying. That's why the Bhagavad Gita is not for Arjuna alone. Bhagavad Gita is for all of us to understand. So that is the reason, grandparents, parents, children, do you think this Bhagavad Gita is to be competition? Some children has to just verbally vomit out and then get first prize is what is Bhagavad Gita's job? That's what is happening today. No, it is not something which children have to sing and then get prizes. It is to be understood with meaning internally. Change ourselves internally, so that there will be a action change in all of us. Okay? Pranams. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow at
Entire personality development course.
yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaskaram,
Pranams,
namaskaram,
pranams, Guruji.
namaskaram,
Namaste, Master.
Thank you, sir.
Pranam Guruji.
Namaste. Sandhya is doing a good job. Whatever I am describing, she is putting in the chat box. So I will have a word file. So I am referring that to know what we are discussing every day.